Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. You just missed a grunt. I don't know where that came from. Like, oh no, I didn't have a team in the UEFA Champions
It's for the
League
BBV
final. It really is, because there are some broken hearts and there are some celebrations still continuing, I would imagine, after an exhilarating UEFA Champions League final at Wembley Stadium, where, of course, the perennial winners, really, Real Madrid, they triumphed over Borussia Dortmund to secure their 15th Champions Cup League title. Danny Carvajal's header and Vinicius Junior's very precise strike, ensuring a 2-0 victory, cementing Madrid's legacy as the most successful club in Champions League history.
My word, an honor to say the least. But here to chat to us all about the exhilarating final that took place, we have soccer journalist Kurt Buckerfield in the building. Yeah,
Guys,
Everything's okay. Everything's all right in the world
Everything
of
went
football.
as planned.
Borders restored.
I mean, we could have dreamt, and I would imagine Borussia fans are gutted because this isn't going to come around again anytime soon, unless it happens next season. I don't know.
I don't know.
But we believed, they believed. It felt like they took their fate into their own hands the way they played the majority of that match. Did you believe?
Absolutely. In that first 30, 40 minutes, I was thinking that Dortmund, could actually get their hands on that title. But it obviously wasn't to be, and it's a pity. But it's funny how, because it was the expected outcome of Real Madrid winning the Champions League, we forget to analyze the match. We forget to actually analyze the chances that they had. And they had some really, really good chances. But credit to Real Madrid, we just touched on it as well, staying composed. They won't panic, not with Ancelotti in charge, not with the experience and know-how in that side. And they get over the line, of course.
Was that the difference, in your opinion? Is that the reason for the win ultimately? I mean, I can't help, as a supporter more of BVB, feeling gutted in that first sort of half, seeing how much they brought it to Real Madrid, see how much they really stepped up to the occasion, which is quite a thing. I mean, going up at Wembley, right? This is where the finals taking place. This is so much prestige, up against a club with so much prestige. Do you think that's just too much to take on for a club like BVB?
I think, it's easy to say that now, but again, they had such good chances that if those goals had gone in, if those attempts had gone in, we would have been analysing this game completely differently.
I believe that, man,
So it's unfortunate, but they looked really, really good, and they looked like they belonged in that final. And let's not forget, we talked about it on Friday, but they knocked out some big sides on the way to the final.
They were the giant slayers, so I think the self-belief definitely would have been there. But when you've got players the likes of Vinicius Junior, Jude Bellingham, these guys competing and still able to play beautifully together. There is something magical about what Ancelotti has been able to achieve with these assets, let's call it that. The impact of this coach. Is he now a GOAT?
I think you have to see, completely. I mean, Ancelotti he's amazing, and so many other coaches look up to him. I mean, I don't know if you saw, but Mourinho had some really nice words.
Spoke about the cigar that was already in his top pocket. He's just that kind of confident.
But he gives his players so much confidence because he doesn't panic. And he said after the game that at halftime he went in and just said, listen, we need to do better. We know we do, right? And he's not going to say much more than that. He's not going to raise his voice. And the players understand the message right away, and then they go out there and they deliver. And that's Ancelotti. He's a great coach. I think I read yesterday that Ancelotti now has more Champions Leagues to his name as a player/coach than any other club apart from Real Madrid. So Real Madrid obviously have 15. He has 7, 2 as a player, 5 as a coach.
How many of those 5
were
Galactico?
As well?
It was at 2 at Milan and then 3 at Real Madrid.
At Real Madrid.
Yeah, it's incredible.
But listen, it's obviously incredible to delve into the man at the helm and how he configures and creates the logistics to make these results happen. But there's still those turning points, and there's still the players that made that happen. For you, the standout players for the game, anyone really
the old school, baby.
Yeah, I mean, like Tony Chris and
he was amazing,
some of these legends that have so much experience being able to still step up and void the newcomers from stealing that limelight. You know, like the Bellinghams of our time, you expected him to score.
Yes.
But the OG stepped up, bro.
No, Tony Cruz was amazing. Courtois was amazing in goal. I think he became the first player to make his first appearance in a Champions League campaign in the final. So he started that game after not playing in any of the previous 12 matches.
Definite man of the match competitor.
And again, like the confidence that would give the back line. But back to it, like Real Madrid, they see this as their competition. It's like, we own this. Florentino Perez, the president, has already said that we're going for 16. He said this yesterday, less than 24 hours after they won it. So every
Well,
signing...
if they don't believe now, then they never will.
Exactly.
So I suppose, yeah.
So every signing that they make, when they're looking at recruitment, which players to bring in, they're thinking, can this player contribute to our success in Europe? Does he have what it takes to perform for us on the biggest stages? And that's what they'll be doing with Kylian Mbappe, who's about to join them this week.
This is
it's
terrifying.
ridiculous
There
to
is
think
so
about.
much pace. There is so much attacking potential. But what I loved about this is you see straight after the match, like Joselu runs not to the fans, to his little boy to
Yes.
get that hug.
Yeah.
Then you got Vinicius Jr. just getting swallowed by the crowd. You see these players in the different versions of their... You see Chris just taking a moment
Yes.
while the whole field is that side and he's just...
Yeah.
breathing it in there. There are 3 generations of amazing players represented.
Really,
Now they've got probably the most, I'm going to use the term asset again, expensive asset in football moving across to them right
Yes.
now. What does this mean for Real Madrid?
It just
for the
means
next
that
phase?
they just build on their success. It just becomes easier, I think, like the momentum that they've got right now. I mean, when you look at Vinicius and Rodrigo, both 23 years old.
Sure.
Got Camavinga, who's 21 years old. Bellingham is 20, which is crazy. Kylian Mbappe, captain of France, 25 years old. So their succession planning has been phenomenal. So Toni Kroos comes out, and then someone like Camavinga, you know, his role becomes bigger. Chouameni, his role becomes bigger.
They've already been mentored through that first
They've
phase
already been
from these players.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and they've been at Real
Sure.
Madrid for a few years now. So it's you would just expect Real Madrid to go on and become even more successful, which is difficult to imagine, but possible.
I'm just seeing the spectre of Carl like a Jedi Knight that's passed, just sitting here, just gloating, giving gloat energy. Just
Yeah, he's told me to say all of this.
Yeah, exactly. I thought he was controlling you with a remote back there. No, take nothing away from an incredible performance. I think I love it when a team has to win a little bit ugly, can often show the best of the beautiful game, and these guys did it. To Real Madrid, congratulations. You're the champions of Europe. Well done.